Habakkuk chapter 2 and verse 1. I will stand upon my watch and set me upon a tower and will watch to see what he will say unto me and what I shall answer when I am proved. And the Lord answered me and said, write the vision and make it plain upon tables, that he may run that readeth it. For the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come. It will not tarry. Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Barakatah Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Rakah Kodash, double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone, who rule well. Peace and blessing to the brothers, push this word of sincerity and truth. Right, back here once again to do a video through the spirit and power of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. And as the scripture said, do it tarry, wait faith. Right? Because we are in the end. We're living in the end times. You know, we're seeing these things being mandated, you know, no need to mention. You know, but we already are in the know. We're seeing these things being implemented real strong. You know, and the enemy, which is Esau, the Edomite nation, they are pushing the agenda real hard. You know, locally, you know, the government state that by a certain time period in this month, you know, employment places. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna pull up the article. I'm gonna get the article. I mean, news thing.
There will be heavy fines for the owners or patrons at safe zones if they are found to be unvaccinated. This was revealed by Attorney General Faris Al-Rawi, who says an owner could be fined $25,000 if they are unvaccinated people in the establishment. Sunil Lala reports.
The patron side, and you are somebody who somehow finds yourself inside of the premises and you are unvaccinated and in breach, you're facing a penalty of $5,000 by fixed penalty.
Attorney General Faris Al-Rawi is warning unvaccinated people in the proposed safe zones that there will be penalties for breaching the agreement. He says if unvaccinated people are found in the establishment, owners are also liable, and says he is still working on a significant fine which would be implemented for fake or fraudulent vaccination cards that would be presented for entry.
So why it is right that I using the word for the ban it, you all go right, feel free, you know. But why it is right now that you people want to penalize the citizens of our country who are not vaccinated, right? Who are not vaccinated, who don't have the COVID virus. Why do you want to do this? Right? Why would you want to do this? It's off limits to the ones who are not vaccinated, because the ones who are not vaccinated are the ones who are at risk. And yet still, when you take the COVID-19 vaccine, you are still likely to get the virus, and also you could still die from it. So what's the reason? Because why? You know, in time, it is high time to wake up out of sleep. It's high time to wake up out of sleep. Revelation 12 and verse 12, it says, therefore rejoice ye heaven, and ye that dwell in them. Woe unto the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down with great wrath, having great wrath, because he knew that he had a short time. And this is the agenda of the enemy. This is the agenda of the beast, right? The wicked Esau. Revelation 22, it says, and he laid hold on the dragon, that old serpent, which is the devil and Satan, and bound him 1,000 years, and cast him into the bottomless pit. and shut him up and set a seal upon him, that he should deceive the nation no more. And that is exactly what the so-called white man do. He doing right now. He deceiving the people into taking that job. Because here it is, you can't even speak against the vaccine because the silence in your videos. The silence in everything you say about the vaccine. Right? Because you're trying to bring the truth. What scripture is that? Yeah. Because as I was saying, he deceived the whole world. Because you can't speak about this thing without them getting a strike. Right? You can't go anywhere. Right? Trinidad locally, they have the food prices skyrocketed a couple of days ago or maybe a week ago. Right? So things getting real hard. Things getting real hard. And all these things were prophecies. All these things were prophesied already. Right? And all this is leading up to the MOTB.
The AG says employees have to be vaccinated, but they can receive a medical exemption or deferral certificate from a public medical officer if they are unable to do so.
The PCR test was never made for or invented to indicate any kind of those kind of sickness. It was never made for that. The inventor said it itself. Right? So these people, they're so eager to the eager and is a good move because it's one day closer to our Lord Yahweh Hashem Yahushai coming back to redeem his people. You know, it's gonna happen like that because in one hand they're pushing for their agenda, and in the next hand Yahushai coming to deliver us, to bring destruction upon this place. So it will be so yappa.
You are to present yourself with those certificates with a negative PCR or negative rapid test every 14 days. And those are to be kept on record.
Patrons must also walk with their ID along with the vaccination cards at these safe zones. And Mr. Al-Rawi adds that children under 12 who cannot be vaccinated at this time would not be able to enter. He says takeaway services can be continued along with dining services at safe zones, but an unvaccinated person will have to utilize curbside pickup.
That segregation is continue the curbside that exists as it is, and the safe zone is, remember the sign is at the front, and to enter, you have to qualify. So your entry is always going to be for vaccinated people.
Health Minister Terence Yalsing says there is no application process to become a safe zone and adds that the ministry has already developed a template for the safe zone poster.
We have decided on the fines that goes into that now, and that will be downloadable. Once you display that, you are basically agreeing that you're a safe zone.
So you call you any mass? What are you any mass now? It's a bunch of fools.
And you are agreeing to everything, including the fines. So there's no application coming in.
Police officers and public health officers will be visiting the safe zones to ensure compliance.
Yeah, they said they're sending the Centurions. as a brother, they said they're sending the Sentinels. You know, they're sending the Sentinels to do what they had to do. But these things happening because why? The Lord on his way to redeem his people. You see? The Lord coming to bring deliverance unto Israel. Revelation, Isaiah 13:1, it says, the burden of Babylon which Isaiah saw, son of Amos, did see, lift up a banner upon a high mountain. And we lifting up that banner right now. I lifting up the banner right now. Look, the apostles lifting up the banner. Brothers lifting up the banner right now. That banner is the form of this truth. Bringing out this word. Exalt the voice upon them. Shake the hand. The scripture says, shake the hand. That is when we're going out on the streets and the highways and the byways, shaking the hand. That they may go into the gates of the noble. the gates of the wise. Come down with noble. Incline, willing, noble, genius. Right? It says go into the gates of the genius. Right? It says, I have commanded my sanctified ones. My sanctified ones. I have also called my mighty ones for my anger, even them that rejoice in my highness. You understand? It says the noise of the multitude in the mountains, like as of a great people, a tumultuous noise of the kingdoms of the nation gathered together. Yahweh of hosts mustered the host of the army. Right? It says holy Salak. It says they come from the far country, from the ends of the heaven, even Yahweh, and the weapons of his indignation to destroy the whole land. Howl ye, for the day of Yahweh is at hand. It shall come as a destruction from the Almighty. Right? So the destruction that coming here, the destruction that Yahweh Hashem Yahshua is about to bring the nation of Israel and his elect, they are going to receive from this destruction. You see? So no matter what Esau bring, no matter what Esau try to do the nation of Israel, because the so-called white man doing all these things to spite and to afflict the Lord's people. Right? But the Lord's elect going to be saved. You understand? And in that day going to be a glorious and scary day. You know, because I watching TikTok last night, I watching a live, and these women proud as hell. These women proud as hell. The real proud, the fun of themselves. And the Lord going to bring them on real low. It says, therefore, shall all hands be faint, and every man's heart shall melt. And they shall be fainted, pangs and sorrows shall take hold of them. They shall be in pain as a woman in travail. They shall be amazed one to another. Their faces shall be as flames. You know, and all these prophecies here we're hearing, these things supposed to shake you up. These things are supposed to shake you up. And you know, hey, this was written so long ago. This was written so long ago, and I've seen it playing off. Which means to say what? This book is real. This thing is real. Scripture said the fear of the Lord will persuade men. This is fear is a fearful thing. It's a fearful thing. You know, so I just say, and I will leave it right here, you know. This was a quick video before I go to bed. Giving all praises to Yahweh, Bashem Yashai, Bashem Makakodash. Double honors to the apostles of great men, so rule well. Salutation to you men pushing this word in sincerity and in truth. You sisters who listen in silence, you say shalom.